back, we'll have a chat with the man who plays Nathan Detroit.
I'm ready, basically. Wait, I have to warm up first. All professionals warm up before they go on. Yeah! Okay, let's go.
And now, for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the hot Chicky.
And of course, who else would be talking with Miss Adelaide and the rest of the stars with old Fuzzface himself?
Thank you very much, Jim. I was lucky enough in the last few days before the opening of tonight's very special event to be in their lives and to talk about the excitement of turning their careers into everyday names across the country, possibly tomorrow morning. Here's their thoughts. Almost 40 actors and actresses bring the musical to life. And for Nathan Lane, Faith Prince, Peter Gallagher and Josie de Guzman, performing Guys and Dolls is a dream come true.
I'm ready, basically. Wait, I have to warm up first. All professionals warm up before they go on. Okay, let's go.
As gambling funny man Nathan Detroit, Nathan Lane mixes high comedy into the world of high rollers.
It's sort of the ideal situation to do what is sort of the quintessential American musical comedy, and that's just very exciting. And it's a great time to be on Broadway with a season like this.
I want to show you a secret of Broadway. Come here. This man's microphone
My magically concealed mic
is on the side of his head.
on the side of his head, and no one can see this, and for those people who do it, I sort of look like an alien of some kind.
But Lane's not alien to Guys and Dolls. In fact, it's how he got his start and his name.
I played this part when I was 21 in a dinner theater in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, the Meadowbrook Dinner Theater. And yeah, when I finally joined Actors Equity, my real name was Joe Lane, and there was already a Joe Lane in Actors Equity, and they said you have to change your name, and I thought, oh, you know, this is traumatic, and I didn't want to take a lot of time to think about it because it would probably only make it worse, and so I said Nathan Lane, because I loved playing the character and I liked the name.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
It must be wonderful, so gratifying to have the applause and knowing they love you and they fall in love with you during the 2.5 hours.
It is, and I like to take them back to my room afterwards.
I'm the biggest chicken of all. This is my chicken. As you can see, feathers, gold, William Ivy has outdone himself.
Beautiful.
And all my little chickenettes have huge feathers like these.
Living something skinless crispy as well.
Yes.
Faith Prince plays Miss Adelaide, Detroit's fiancée with a constant cold. But her voice is just what the doctor ordered.
I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia. I don't know where this New York accent. Darling, Nathan, darling, please. I don't know where it came from. My sister-in-law is from Long Island, so I've used her a lot over the years. But I'm a Southern girl. I don't know how it happened. I'm possessed.
This is Adelaide Act 1.
Prince says Broadway should return to the classics because familiar shows like Guys and Dolls really make audiences wig out.
I looked down in the audience last night, and this woman was singing, "Guys only doing it for." She was going at it. She was having the time of her life. Why you need to come to the theater, and especially now.
Hope she's in equity.
Are you in equity? I'll yell at her next time. Shut up. I'm singing. No, she was having a great time.
What does it feel to stand out like this in the middle of a big number and a big show?
Well, it's pretty exciting, especially this theater. As you can see, it's pretty big. I think it's about 1,300 seats.
Film star Peter Gallagher plays Sky Masterson. He says nothing beats Broadway.
I'm out there on stage and something disastrous happens. I kind of get turned on by it in the same way as something different good happens. But I've been lucky and I've had experience before. If this was my first Broadway show, I'd be in an iron lung, I think.
Peter, why is it that most Hollywood stars don't take the challenge of Broadway?
The risks are enormous. I mean, the opportunity to screw up and the work is twice, 10 times as hard. You have 8 shows a week and you can't just give up in the middle of a scene if it's not going well. And if you do screw up or the lines aren't there, if something happens, you're just... I find that opportunity for failure exhilarating.
You just look into his eyes and there's truth there, you know, there's no faking it. He just makes you feel comfortable, and it's just great. I couldn't ask for a better situation.
When you see a guy, reach for stars in the sky.
Josie de Guzman plays missionary Sarah Brown, a dedicated charity worker who fights for Gallagher's soul while fighting off his advances. She's proud to return to Broadway for a classic part like this.
It's a dream come true to play someone like Sarah. And then to have the cast that we have, and the director and the musical director, everything is so ideal. It's like unbelievable.
As you know, all the scenery and props don't appear on the stage all by themselves. It's all carefully orchestrated by the crew backstage, and that's exactly where Larry Hopp went.
I'm just going to continue my warm-up. So you better watch it.
30 minutes and counting until the curtain rises. That was just a warm-up. How Tony Award-winning dancer Scott Wise prepares. Now, starting to get tense? Or is everybody so professional? It's no big deal anymore. They know what they're doing.
I always get nervous before a show. I can't speak for, for every, if you're doing it live, especially if you know someone's in the audience. In fact, there's a lot of actors who don't want to know who's in an audience. I think there's something about doing a show live that's always, makes you nervous. I think
Stephen Beckler has good reason to be a bit nervous. He won't dance a step, won't sing a note, but his role as production stage manager is crucial to the success of Guys and Dolls.
Are you the quarterback? At this point, my main function is to call the show, okay, which is to cue the show, cue the lights, the scenery, the winches, the computers, the sound, sometimes the cueing the conductor, the follow spots. It all gets cued from the desk over here.
So please, let's try to be real quiet on the crossover and as far upstage as possible. Thank you. 15 is the call. 15, please.
The conductor takes his cues from me here. The sound operator takes his cues from me here. Basically, this is the way shows have been cued on Broadway for years and years and years. Actually, there's what do they call it, superstition that you're not allowed to whistle in dressing rooms. That's because in the old days, they used to use a bosun's pipe to pipe the scenery in a theater. As you can see, light cues all through it.
He works from a call script, an elaborate game plan for Guys and Dolls, cues for hundreds of lighting changes, cues for sets and props, cues for the conductor. It's simple-looking equipment that sets a high-tech system into motion.
Today we have one computerized palette that really does all the work.
Is that a copy of the script book?
Right in order, exactly. Just the electric part of it. Eric programs the computer when we're first lighting the show.
Computers run lights, computers start winches, but they still need the human touch when it comes time for the actors to take their mark.
And now, for the grand finale of Around the World with You.
Sometimes I'll call a lighting cue and you may not even see it, especially with a computer today. You'll call a light cue that'll be 200 counts, 300 counts, and the eye will never notice it. You'll never notice it, but what it'll do is just reduce the lighting enough in one area of the stage so that it'll force your eye as the audience to go to another area of the stage. And this is Winchtown up in here. This is Brian and Sam.
Gentlemen, not that long ago, stagehands would crank the winches that would move the props and sets on and off the stage. Today, Brian and Sam sit at the keyboard and run the winches with the press of a button.
34. Lights 32. Go.
Les Mis, Miss Saigon, they all rely on heavy computerization.
And without the computer, they really couldn't do that. They couldn't be that elaborate.
The answer is they find other ways to do it. I mean, it's sort of like it's Broadway, and anything the designer wants done, the director wants done, is going to happen.
Stand by with the scene change, everyone.
A little earlier on, you met Faith Prince, the actress who plays Miss Adelaide. You also took a look at backstage, what happens now. Here's what happens out in front of the crowd. bit of
Come on, let's go see Faith.
This is Faith Prince and Josie the Gooseman.
Hello. We're on television.
Oh my God!
Hi, Josie.
My whole family is here. Say hello.
This is now. You told me you based the part of Adelaide on your sister-in-law from Long Island. Is she here?
Yes, she is.
Where is she? Come here. Come here. Jessica. I want you to say. I want you to say, "Marry me, Nathan."
Marry me, Nathan.
Yes, it's you. It's you. It is your voice.
I told you.
Josie, how did it go for you? You have a big night.
Thrilling, just thrilling. It's great. I love it. Opening
You
night.
were thrown into the part, short notice, the typical Hollywood story.
Yes, and I'm very lucky. It worked out, so I'm here.
How does it feel? I can't say who, but I can tell you I was talking outside to one of New York's premier critics. Thought the show was great. It was a huge hit. I can't say who, you'll find out tomorrow. How does it make you feel tomorrow you're going to be a household word?
Yay! I've been waiting a long time. It's an exciting night.
Josie from Footlights at the Highlights.
That's right. It's been thrilling. It's a dream come true, and it's been a long haul. So I'm happy. That's right.
Nathan, any advice to somebody tonight watching this, getting all tied up in the excitement of Broadway, seeing you guys at the top, and they're just setting out at the beginning. Any words?
Think computer programming. Because this only happens once in a while.
Okay. Peter, congratulations. One of the stylish sky mastersons of our modern era. And I think it was said earlier this evening when our Julie interviewed Mrs. Loesser. She said it was not only one of the finest memories she's ever had of the production of Guys and Dolls, but if Frank were alive today, he would have loved it and enjoyed it as much as any production he's ever seen. So, Jim, with that in mind, we leave. Come on, guys, chatter away. Made them all very silent in this flower field. From this winning dressing room upstairs at the Martin Beck Theatre, we throw back to you, and we wish this cast all their deserved success. And we wait to read the reviews at 11 o'clock at the after cast party. I'll be there. All right.
Well, if there's any doubt about where this production went tonight, here are the producers standing in the middle of 45th Street reading the reviews of the Times. How did it go?
Anyway, when has the show ever been on the front page of the New York Times?
I've never seen it. Well, there is now.
If you haven't been back to Broadway in a
up.
while, this is the show to see Guys and Dolls at the Martin Beck Theatre.
And that is our program for tonight. I'm Jim Ryan on behalf of Julie, the rest of the gang, and the whole cast, and behind the scenes at Guys and Dolls. Have a good evening.
When you spot a job